Hello, my name's Jed Burrows, and today I'll be interviewing We Are Empire at the Pit Rally at Sneaky Pete's.
Hello.
Hey! Gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here today. I would have been drinking, but I'm here. All right, so how do you feel to be involved in the Pit Rally?
It should hopefully be pretty cool. I'm pretty psyched. It looks like it's going to be a really good gig. Just waiting for a sound check. Should be nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, very, very excited. Just going about our fan base and looking at the Ultimate Guitar website and stuff. Seems like there's quite a lot of buzz about this, and that's something that's very exciting to be a part of, and obviously hopefully contribute something to. So, yes, excited would be the word that I'm constantly saying.
I'm very excited that you're saying excited too.
Exciting thing to say.
Yeah, I think it's really good that something like Ultimate Guitar lends its support to Edinburgh music scene, which struggles at times, but things like this you can guarantee like an audience and a bit of a buzz about it. So it's been really good for us, and we've been more excited about this gig than quite a lot of others we've had, I think.
Recently,
Yeah. So yeah.
Great. How are you getting on with the other bands? I mean, do you like them or do you not like them?
I've not actually met them yet. Is that really strange so far? I think we've been here a wee bit. I think they've just arrived. We're just waiting on equipment to get here, and then we can start to mingle once the tension's lessened, once we know that everything's where it needs to be. It's the usual buzz just before a gig when you don't know if any of your stuff works. What do you sound like? You don't want to come across as an idiot on television or the internet. It's really nervous stuff sometimes, you know.
Well, this is very professional. You should be scared.
Yay!
We've not really met the bands yet, but we tend to have quite a good rapport with the other ones. I think it's very important that sort of smaller bands really sort of get to know each other, because it'll come to a point where they could do us a favour or we can do them a favour. So we try not to step on anyone's toes or piss anyone off.
Yeah, I mean we're all in the same boat basically. I've said hello to Sebastian Dangerfield, go me, and they're very nice. I really like them. There you go.
So I mean, like in the independent scene, in the indie music kind of genre, everybody has to be friends. Or you could all just fight.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the two options.
Could be like just sort of, rather than sort of paying your dues and playing your way to anything, we could just have a big battle royal. Actually, we'd lose, so I don't really want that.
There hasn't been a good box wars in a while. We could do it in that sort of medium. I know the advert says that it's not popular, but if we could all dress as robots and battle each other, there'd be no music played. And ultimately it wouldn't help anyone in the slightest, but...
So, suggestion valid. Yeah, suggestion invalid. No.
Well, that sounds really badass. I would be there. I would referee even.
Yes.
On to my third question written on my small piece of paper. How did you form?
The story.
Wow. It's quite epic.
Basically, very, very long story short, myself and Ian, we went to college together, and we were a little acoustic duo called Galvatron, and then Rocky IV, who more or less did birthday parties.
Yeah, pretty much.
We got booked onto my own 21st birthday party, which was a big boost for us.
Yeah, that was maybe our first and maybe only gig of two.
No, we played another one, yeah. And then we moved to Edinburgh, moved in together with Ian's childhood friend, Asim, the drummer,
and we'd
in
kind
a
of
heat
learned
somewhere.
music together, me and Asim, so we started lived together, the four of us toured together, and I mean that's essentially a band almost all together, so we were missing some of the few elements. One of course was
Me.
Yay!
Yeah, and I met this one at university, and I said I was a bassist. There was a Muse poster on the wall, so he said you'll do, and so I was stuck with it for 5 years now. So.
That's a really good vetting process. I like how the pinnacle for your little band was when you managed to book yourself for your own party. Yeah, I mean you wouldn't be pissed off if you booked yourself and you were bad, because then you know you're bad, but you wouldn't be able to piss off yourself, because it's really it's a vicious circle. It's a vicious circle.
No one would be allowed to slag off the music either, because it was his birthday. Of course, we mustn't forget Dan, our other member, who is currently sorting technical stuff out. He joined a couple of years ago, and now tonight we're debuting our keyboardist for the first time.
Lovely Jay.
Jay, yeah. And so this is
Very nice. Does he like sticks?
Jay, do you like Sticks? Yeah, not literally Sticks, but the band Sticks. Oh, fair enough.
so no.
That's a shame. That's a damn shame.
He doesn't dislike Sticks.
Yeah, he can't like or dislike something he doesn't.
Please don't hate us sticks for not knowing.
It's a friendly ambivalence.
Very true, sir. Very true. So, in amongst this conversation of madness, how would you describe yourselves? And take your time.
Eccentric, in a very, very serious way.
Slightly scared here.
I'd go on and say sort of pompously eccentric.
Yeah, and I'd extend by saying bombastically eccentric.
Well, you are an empire, so a lot of connotations of old Britain here. So you'd see yourselves as some sort of ruling class of independent music in Edinburgh?
Ooh.
I'm going to just say no, so we don't come across like pricks.
Can I say yes, just to make sure that we still
Just
have that
maintain
air
the
of
balance,
importance?
yeah. So we're sort of, arrogant but humble about that.
One day.
I think we do have we do have this nice empire element, seeing as we've got a few Scotsmen, but we also have an Englishman and an Irishman. We're sort of a walking joke.
It's really bad when we go into bars.
I mean, as long as you get on very well together, you can rule the band, rule each other with an iron fist.
Yeah.
I mean, but exactly. All right. One question which I've asked a band before, and it's usually the same question. I want to see if it's different. How would you briefly describe your music making process?
Well, alright, I'll field this one then.
Oh no,
Yeah, we. It tends to be like 3 songwriters, and just usually, and a lot of the time they come into the practice room with quite a fully formed idea already, and then the rest of the band would flesh it out. I mean, there's sort of various sort of levels of how fully formed stuff is. So someone could walk in with a complete song with words and everything, and they go, "All right, we'll just learn that," or it could just be like a kernel of an idea. Chris writes pretty much all the lyrics now. Well, at the beginning we tended to divvy up the kind of lyric writing thing, just because when you write the music, it's good to write lyrics at the same time, so it sometimes helps. But yeah, we tend to each have a quite strong role when it comes to the creative side. So there's no real one person in charge, which is I think why we still enjoy writing songs so well together, because there's no real tension when it comes to that.
It's a very democratic process.
So there's no one person who just comes in and says, "This is what's going to happen, and this is what will happen."
No, not really.
no, we pretty much share the responsibility when it comes to it. Sort of a mix of ideas.
Well, it sounds like a very democratic process, and I think it's working very well for you right now. I'd like to say thank you very much on this note, and I'm not sure if we're still doing this, Jonathan. Are we asking them to put... Yeah? All right. We would like you, for a goodie bag, to empty your pockets. Anything you have in your pockets right now, give to me. I'll put it in a bag, and it'll be raffled off on the website. Any string, iPods...
Mobile.
Would anyone like a prescription?
That would do nicely.
Oh, this is the most prized possession I own in my wallet. Whenever I'm sad, I introduce
Money face.
Money Face. This is fake. This is not for real money. So if we could maybe blank my face when we discuss this, it has. If we can zoom in on this in some way, it has a funny face, and it's a prized possession. I'm willing to donate pretend.
That is very, very kind of you. I think that'd probably cover the whole band. And I actually think this is probably worth more than British money right now anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, banking situation. It is. It's also waterproof as well. You could drop in a lake, it'd be fine. Well, thank you very much. And this is We Are Empire.
Hey.
So what is this?
That is fantastic.
This is Money Face, I call it.
But it's not real.
It's not real. What